Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. My question is for the Premier. Last week, the Environmental Commissioner released her annual report where she highlighted the fact that the Ministry of Environment and Climate Change has not completed Environmental Bill of Rights reviews going back as far as 2009. Not only that, she noted that even when MOECC completes an environmental review, the department does not deliver on the commitments it makes. For example, just this past August, Ontarians were not informed when raw sewage was dumped into the Toronto Harbour again for the second summer in a row, despite the government's assurances that public would be informed. Speaker, the Environmental Commissioner says it's going to take time for this ministry to earn Ontarians' trust when it comes to respecting and protecting the environment. Premier, when will your minister commit to taking real action when it comes to protecting the environmental rights of Ontarians?
Thank you.
Minister of the Environment and Climate Change.
Minister of the Environment and Climate Change.
Thank you. I think the member opposite, I guess she wasn't at the press conference where the Environmental Commissioner actually complimented the ministry on the amazing progress that it's made. And in fact, 525 of those files were closed in the last year, which is a record, I think, in the history of the province. And we're down from well over 600.
The member asked the question. I think she should try to listen to the answer. No other comments necessary. Thank you. Minister.
Which I think, Mr. Speaker, is just about a record for this ministry in catching up. So we're about 200 behind right now, which is about the best it's been.
The member from Bruce Grey Owen Sound, come to order.
We have posted, as the member opposite would know, a complete review of the EBR right now, where we are working broadly with business and communities to update what has been some of Canada's most groundbreaking legislation in environmental rights, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. Supplementary.
Speaker, perhaps the minister hasn't even looked at the report title. It's called Small Steps. Anyways, again, back to the Premier. Speaker, her government is not respecting Ontarians' environmental rights and ignoring complaints registered on the EBR, the only avenue that people have to register their concerns. The ministry has not cleared its backlog. For goodness sakes, the Environmental Registry itself is so far behind it still runs on DOS. How archaic is that, Speaker? And just recently, a Freedom of Information request to the Ministry of Environment has revealed there is a backlog of 2,700 files regarding unresolved noise complaints related to industrial wind turbines from over the last 10 years. Speaker, when will this Premier put Ontarians first and finally commit to ensuring that all complaints registered on the EBR are respected and responded to?
Thank you. Minister.
I did just close by saying that we are now out consulting on a complete revision of the EBR. And actually, the member opposite's wrong. The EBR does not run on DOS and hasn't run on DOS for a long time, because we just in the last year made a major investment in the information technology. And as she knows, because I know she watches our procurement, we are now making another major investment in the ministry's information technology and rewriting and redesigning the EBR. I don't know why she didn't ask that question a year ago or 2 years ago, why it always takes the Environmental Commissioner to do the member's job for her. But I do want to point out, zero waste bill, Bill 151. Cap and Trade Climate Change Bill, Great Lakes Protection Act, work on pesticides, work on groundwater. I don't think there's been 2 years where we've done this kind of work since Jim Bradley was the Environment Minister, Mr. Speaker. This has been a very busy minute.